take a look at all of the greatest rappers in the history of the game. Like they all have been good storytellers. जो relatability के साथ और एक चीज़ आता है how good your music ages
Hmm.
है कि नहीं, whether it stands the test of time or not. Bottomless pit होता है bro, उसके अंदर
हाँ.
sink कर जाओगे and you get comfortable there. उसके बाद game over because I need this,
Yeah.
right? Life's not gonna give it to you because you have more odds stacked against you. Who gives a shit, bro? I feel like once people understand that part here in Bhubaneswar especially, ठीक है, so Bhubaneswar can become like once वो hip hop का palette आ गया ना bro, वो टेस्ट बड अगर लोगों का डेवलप हो गया, सो देयर इज नो स्टॉपिंग इट ब्रो.
Big, 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 big.
So, hi, Genesis, hi.
Hi,
What should I call you, Genesis or Santosh?
You can call me Santosh, Genesis, whatever works. I mean, uh, Genesis and Santosh are the same people. Like the rap name Genesis, it's the birth of a just a new side of me.
Okay. So, how did you get into hip hop? Was it
Uh,
from like long back, or was it a process, or was it an instance that you decided that I have to do this?
this dates back to uh, 2010 2011, right? So one of my friends, Shivram Padi, he's now known by his rap name Escape,
Oh,
right? Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So he has produced a lot of my beats actually, and he's a really good artist. So we were like we are really good friends, and like for more than 12 years and so. So the first time that we met, like हम लोग ट्यूशन पे जाते थे उस वक्त. So he used to like वो मेरे को आके गाने सुनाता था कि ब्रो ये नया गाना आया है, राइट. I think I remember the first hip hop track that I heard. Like it was a song by Usher, uh, featuring Ludacris and Lil Jon,
Okay.
right? So Ludacris का उसमें पहली बार वर्स सुना. That's how
हाँ.
like तब पता चला मेरे को, हाँ ये कुछ like there's a different kind of music. Then I got heavy into Eminem, like जब proper hip hop सुना जब शुरू किया.
Yeah.
So उसके बाद I was like heavy into hip hop 2010 2011. So I used to cycle from my house to my tuition. So 5 या 6 किलोमीटर. तो उस वक्त ईयरफोन्स मिलता था सस्ता वाला, एंड वो जो
हाँ.
चाइना वाला फ़ोन रहता था उसमें वो चिप्स वगैरह होता था, मेमोरी चिप, उससे गाने
हाँ.
लेके आते थे. सो वो लगा के
10
पेडल
रुपए
कर
में 200
कर
गाने.
हाँ. सो वो पेडल कर करके जाते थे.
Yeah.
सो उसके पहले आई वॉज हैवी इनटू इंडियन बॉलीवुड म्यूजिक. लाइक व्हेन आई ग्रो अप, मेरे घर पे क्लोज टू 200 ऑडियो कैसेट्स थे. किशोर कुमार, लता मंगेशकर, मोहम्मद रफ़ी, मुकेश, यशुदास, बहुत सारे. सो व्हेन आई फर्स्ट हर्ड हिप हॉप रैप, इट वाज अ पैराडाइम शिफ्ट. मतलब इस तरह भी म्यूजिक बन सकता है. इट हैज़ अ डिफरेंट बॉब टू इट.
Yeah.
इट्स मोर एनर्जेटिक, यूथफुल, एक रिबेलियस एनर्जी है उसमें.
It's like hip hop is basically teenage music that got really big, and now we are in an era of hip hop, like we're existing in it, right?
I would actually call it a teenage music, like because if you go back to the roots of hip hop, like where it started, right? So the things that people were talking about, it was their daily life problems. For people, वहाँ का scene exact क्या है वो पता नहीं, but it was more of venting out their struggles,
Okay.
talking about money, girls and all that, drugs and all that. It was a lifestyle. It was always about portraying your lifestyle or whatever you're going through, right? So whenever you're rhyming it, right? So when you add rhyme, you add the element of poetry to it. So hip hop is like street poetry, but yes, I get the appeal. उनका जो ऑडियंस अभी जो है हिप हॉप का, राइट, द अपील इज मोर इन द टीनेज, स्पेशली द यंगर सेगमेंट ऑफ द पीपल, हम लोग का जो है यंगर
No,
जनरेशन.
I when I say teenage, I don't mean the age. I meant that the fact that hip hop is more about a rebellion. Hip hop is supposed to instill some ideas in your head which you didn't know people were facing.
Exactly. or
right?
they were not willing to talk about.
Yeah, they're not willing to talk about problems which actually exist, problems which are very evident but no one wants to say anything about it.
Hmm.
So those things you come across in a particular period of life, फिर तो आप used to हो जाते हो life के साथ. And
Yeah.
that phase was like, that's why we get teenage as the rebellious phase. I meant
Yes.
that by that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love listening to hip hop. Like initially I started listening to Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull, and then usual the Eminem
Huh.
वगैरह वगैरह. Then currently I am a huge fan of Thala Anjum.
Tala Anjum.
He's
Yeah.
he's he's the god. I feel like out of, it's not like that I don't enjoy listening to other people.
Even Tala Yunus. I mean, both of them,
Huh,
young
both of
stunners.
them, both of them.
Young stunners.
Youngsters, they are amazing. I feel like in this scene, like everyone is doing something, and
Yeah.
those who are doing something which is completely different.
Yeah, man.
The songs
Look
they
at.
pick out are completely
Yeah.
different. The genres, the first time I heard Bali or मैं,
Hmm.
I was like, fuck, how कोई ऐसा सोच भी
Yeah.
ऐसा सकता है to make a song about a friend who is a gangster and who has already died.
That's the storytelling aspect of hip hop.
Yeah, rappers from his side of the country, they talk about specific things.
Hmm.
There's a 47.
Hmm.
If you Bali 47,
Yeah.
all of them have a particular kind of music.
Yeah.
Even Krishna was also doing something different,
Hmm.
and Krishna is obviously much above all of them. But
Yes.
उसका भी थोड़ा थोड़ा मुझे same ही लगता है ऐसे.
It's like uh, every artist have a sound of their own, and since like we're all different people, we have different experiences, right? So the things they will talk about will obviously be different, and there'll certainly be certain common grounds जिस पे वो बातें भी कर रहे होंगे, like for example, flexing about money, or
Yeah.
flexing about skills. Those are some of the things that rappers commonly talk about. But apart from that, like Talanjum and Tala Yunus, youngsters, उनका league ही अलग है, bro. Actually,
Ah.
like they have a sound
I
of
feel
their own.
their power of storytelling is much better than anyone in the scene currently.
Take a look at all of the greatest rappers in the history of the game. Like they all have been good storytellers. Eminem, the song "Stan," right?
Yeah.
Then comes Lil Wayne with the song "Mona Lisa,"
Yeah.
right? And there's also this song. Do you listen to Joyner Lucas?
Johnny?
Joyner Lucas,
No, I haven't. I will.
brother, you're in for a treat. Listen to
Okay.
Joyner Lucas. That guy is a master storyteller, right? See, I'm gonna tell you a thing right now. Let's say
Okay.
there's a $100 bill or a ₹100 note, right?
Okay.
So वो source से जब निकलता है, ठीक है,
हाँ.
and the money exchanges hands, right?
Yeah.
So उस एक $1 bill का journey कैसे cover हो रहा है, how it changes hands.
Okay.
He's made a song about that, and
Wow.
the song is named "Keep It 100."
Hmm.
And there's another song you should definitely listen to. That is "I'm Not Racist."
Okay.
So
Okay.
there's a black guy and there's a white guy sitting next to each other in a room. The white guy talks his side about this situation. The black guy talks his side of the talk. So it's a beautiful song. So Joyner Lucas is a master storyteller. So all the great rappers, I mean, are good storytellers to begin with.
Yeah. I'm sure. What do you aspire to take your music to? Will it be on the storytelling side, or will it be from your experiences, or will it be about, like, obviously I am sure you also want to be a very varied, like, in terms of storytelling, you want to be you want to have like a lot of things that you want to talk about. But what is the style that you prefer?
Uh, Currently, I'll be very honest.
Yeah, sure.
I think I'm still a work in progress.
Everyone,
If
us, brother, us.
if you ask me, like, I don't think right now I am where I think I should be
Okay.
at this day and age. But again, there's work life, there's this, but again, that's not an excuse. So I'm still working every day. But the way I approach is like, uh, let's say if I'm going to talk about a thing, my process is I break down the topic into different subtopics, or the kind of it's like a journey, right? So there's different milestones, right? So the milestones are going to be the certain subtopics that I'm going to be talking about. right? Let's say I'm talking about my daily life, right? So it begins with waking up and uh, doing things, the first thought that comes to your head, then how you approach the rest of the day, then you go to the office, right? And then you come back and you write some songs and all that. So there's different things to talk about, right? So that becomes, if I make a song about that, that becomes a sort of a storytelling song, right? More of a narrative aspect to it, right? And let's say if I'm in a mood to flex my skills right now,
Yeah.
so I'll talk about how I don't think uh, like there's anyone as good as me when it comes to flows, cadence, or lyrics, or if I'm really pissed on about pissed about certain things that are happening, right? So I'm gonna vent out my frustration about on that.
Yeah.
And I just need ways to put out words, make them rhyme, and still get a point across. See, it's not just rhyming words, right? So hat, bat, cat, chat, mat, everyone knows that,
Yeah.
right? So it's what you say, and how much your lines hit. For example, if you listen to Talanjum, there's this song 100 bars,
Hmm.
right? So he says about SKD Sunny Khan Durrani, फेक रिटायरमेंट जैसे तू बड़ा मे वेदर बार्स में आग नवंबर में भी दे दूं मे वेदर.
Hmm.
So November is probably like it's a cold month, right?
Yeah.
So my bars have so much heat, I'll give you May weather, like hot as in the month of May.
Hmm.
And you have a fake retirement plan, like as if you were Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather,
Yeah.
right? So he built it up. That was the punchline, right? But he built up to that point.
Yeah.
So there's different ways to approach to it. So right now I am more focused on mm, the technicalities aspect of it. I'm still finding my own sound. How there has to be a certain signature to my sound, like
Yeah.
if someone listens, this is Genesis, right?
Yeah.
That
That's
sound,
very important to have
right?
a signature in your music.
Yeah, so I'm currently trying to find out that
No,
sound.
I certainly feel your music is very different from anyone who is currently rapping at the scene currently now, like in Odisha.
Thank you.
I feel your music is completely different and you are very unique on that aspect because there also like I feel the polarity will always exist in any scene.
Yeah.
There will always be people who will ride the wave, and there will always be people who will start a wave.
Yeah, I mean, uh, see, even if people do ride a wave, right? So uh, everyone's free to do, whatever they can, right? So in the end, everyone wants to make a name. Everyone wants to, make money out of this, right? So uh, when you analyze the market aspect of this, so it all boils down to uh, the sound, right? So there's artists who talk like bar heavy shit, and still the songs sell like hotcakes, right?
Hmm.
And there's rappers like who are really bar heavy. Excuse me,
Yep.
that was the monster burp.
No
Like,
problem.
and there's like rappers that are really bar heavy, but still like are underrated, or उनके गानों पे शायद से उतने views नहीं आते होंगे, ऐसे बहुत से artists हैं, right? So
Hmm.
it's all about the sound. So yeah, like I'll take it as a compliment when you said I have a different sound. Definitely.
Yeah, you should. I meant it as that only.
Yeah. So but still I feel like my sound needs a little bit more polishing, right? So it's वो भी mic पे vocal control and the delivery and all. Like I still feel I have miles to go, like when I listen to artists like Raga or Krishna or Seedhe Moth, or like take any rapper currently in the desi pop scene, like they're all awesome, bro. Awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Like इतना अच्छा लग रहा है, because when you look at these guys, like you're not just admire the music, but as a rapper yourself, you learn a lot of things from them, right?
Hmm.
And wo, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah. People ask you, right, what is your favorite kind of music? What's your favorite song?
Hmm.
I never had a specific answer. It's
Yeah.
like there are phases in life where I really enjoy listening to 47. और बजता रहता है on loop पे
Yeah, bro.
भाई 47 banjo बजेगा and
He makes banger music, bro.
banger. He and Bali especially,
Yeah.
like if you're in a mood to just fuck it all and party, he's the guy.
Bro, Bali is so funny, bro.
Bali is very funny. And
Damn.
and who and there are phases where I really listen to Thala, people like Thala Anjum, Seedhe Maut.
Yeah.
And there are also phases where I listen to Paradox, those
Mhm.
kind of music.
Yeah.
We sub, and that is the truth. Like if even if I ask you, you won't have a favorite song from a long
Yeah.
period of time.
Yeah.
You always change songs, right?
I have like this a go-to list of songs. Like whenever, let's say, there's no internet, I'm stuck at a place, right, for a few hours, and I have nothing but to listen to music. So it's like I have certain downloaded songs on my phone.
Oh, you still do.
Yeah, I still do. So वो listening experience में कोई compromise नहीं, bro.
Okay.
So there's always some go-to songs, and music तो बहुत पहले से सुनते आ रहे हैं, and अभी तो evolve भी हो गया, bro. Music has evolved a lot, especially rap. मैं जिनको सुनना शुरू किया, and currently how music is, it has evolved a lot, and sound बहुत ही diverse हुआ है, bro. So hip hop is currently, I guess, the most popular musical genre.
Yeah. When we were in school, it was pop. Currently, it's hip hop. Yeah, I feel that's like when we were in school, pop was the way to go. Like if you listen to pop, you were cool, and if you listen to pop, certainly you're listening to other kinds of music as well. Like
Yeah.
Abhi, that place has been well taken by hip hop, and it's good. It's much better.
Pop still has its own
हाँ, बेस ऑडियंस तो होंगे ना.
हाँ, वो तो है
बेस
ही.
ऑडियंस तो बहुत ज़्यादा ही होंगे. How do you feel? You said that the scene has changed, the music has changed, we have transformed. Like, how do you feel that has happened? Like, what is? I don't feel like maybe it's just me as a listener that I don't feel the difference between Eminem and like Seedhe Maut. But what do you think is the difference?
I think so. Hip hop over the last 10 or 15 years has actually changed for the better. Like look at the current desi hip hop scene in itself. Like there's a wide range of artists, and I think that's really good. I mean, if we don't evolve, we stay stagnant, right?
Yeah, there's no point of creativity if you are not evolving, right?
Exactly. And it's more about the sound again. Like every artist has a sound of his own, right?
हाँ.
So वही चीज़ है. I mean, और evolve भी करेगा. Like it's not just hip hop. अभी hip hop के साथ fuse भी कर रहे हैं different genres of music, right? So rap rock has been a thing. It still is.
हाँ,
Right.
rap rock and rap pop भी हो रहा है अभी थोड़ा बहुत.
Yeah.
सितारा is I think an example. Divine का सितारा, Johnny
Oh
था.
yeah.
I think that is a good banger and good example.
That's a beautiful song, bro.
I love that song, man. I for the first time I listened to the part and I was like, yeah, I don't want to listen to this, but then it comes along. Wow.
As
it's a
soon as I hear Jonita Gandhi's voice,
wow,
bro,
it's
that's just
amazing.
the icing on the cake,
Yeah.
bruh. That song is really good. I mean, that album itself
Yeah,
was really
every
good.
song from that album is a banger.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think? Like currently, there's. I've heard this key. People say the old Divine was better.
No,
Like-
I don't think so. I have thought about this, and I have. In fact, I feel. I'll tell you something. I know I'll get a lot of hate for this,
Okay.
but I didn't like City Slums.
Okay.
I didn't. मेरे को नहीं पसंद आया था.
That's all right, actually.
हाँ,
I mean,
maybe my tastes weren't then
exactly.
but अभी मेरे को जो
See, it's not like everyone has to like a particular song, right? You can like, you cannot, you
Yeah.
can dislike also.
but now I listen to City Slums and I'm like wow. तो ऐसा ही है, पर obviously I'll prefer Bazigar over City Slums any day.
Bro, Divine का ये जो एल्बम आया था अभी
हाँ.
recently, right?
Bazigar, right?
नहीं वो जो एल्बम था,
अच्छा, पूरा album.
हाँ. So I forgot the name of the album.
That was also Bazigar, I think.
Now Bazigar was a track from the album. Man, see, this is what I keep forgetting names. again. So
Okay.
yeah, Bazigar, it's a very good track. Also, there's this track with Armani White. I guess yes, that's Bazigar. So that album is sonically really good. I mean, sound quality, production, उसपे बहुत बढ़िया हुआ था.
Divine has crossed barriers. People are just dreaming now.
Bro,
Divine is.
bro, mass appeal India, bro.
Ah.
नास के
We
साथ.
the good part about artists in India is that you don't have to look anywhere else for the audience. I don't know where I heard it from. I think I heard it from Bhuvan Bam. Is that someone asked him like, do you think you want to translate your videos or start doing things for people of other country or
Hmm.
and he's like कि भाई I am not even at the 30% of the viewership that India has to offer. Why
Yeah,
should I aim for
bro, there's
something?
1.5 billion people.
Yeah, why should you go anywhere else when we have our people to look
Exactly.
at us, right? And I currently feel that we are the growing market for everything related to stardom. And the next level,
Online content and viewership, जब
yeah,
views आता है तो इंडियन ऑडियंस तो रहता है bro.
huh? We there is no big channel where their major part of viewership isn't from India.
We Indians occupy about 1/7 of the world population. That's a huge number, bro.
That's a huge number, and I think I really feel as artists, as content creators, it's a huge help that people from your home can support you when no one else. You don't need anyone else to support you.
वो भी देखो, when you talk about that,
Yeah.
uh, support जो है, let's talk about hip hop again, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like currently लोगों का वो awareness अभी उतना develop नहीं हुआ है, right? For example, if you watch सीधे मौत का live shows, right? Sold out shows, people are singing word by word, and ऐसा नहीं कि सीधे मौत have like slow flows or anything, उनका lyrical shit है, like, and you know, complicated flows बहुत रहते हैं उसमें,
Uh-huh.
and people are singing that shit. So यहाँ पे like I feel like people still have to embrace hip hop as a genre. People still have to, you know, I feel like it's kind of an acquired taste for people right now.
As an artist you feel this, but I'll tell you the other side of the story. I feel that if Indian television can run a reality show on hip hop,
Yeah.
certainly we have embraced it and we are moving ahead. You will find any day that no like the way you are saying that we still have to get an acquired taste of it is just a game of generations, right? Like the maximum number of people who listen to hip hop are within the range of 30 40 sorry 30 20 10, that range. But slowly this number is going to improve as people are going to age,
Okay,
right?
I'll tell you things from my experience. Okay, uh, I have like me along with my friends, right? So we have organized three events at Echoes rooftop. So like it's closer to your place. Okay, we are soon gonna do a fourth edition also,
Okay.
right? And you're invited, bro. ठीक है.
Thank you.
So we hosted three events, and हम लोग बहुत flyers वगैरह हम लोग we used to go out and physically hand over flyers
Yeah.
to people. Online promotion वगैरह भी किए, stories and repeated stories and all. First edition like some 10 or 15 people showed up, right? Second edition we had 50 people, 50 plus people showing up. Third edition also उतने ही लोग आए, ठीक है. But I have also been to places where बड़े बड़े आर्टिस्ट्स आए, बट क्राउड का रिसेप्शन उतना नहीं था, बिकॉज कुछ बज रहा है वहाँ पे, बट पीपल आर नॉट फीलिंग इट, राइट? आई मीन वो तभी होता है, इट्स लाइक व्हेन द म्यूजिक हैजंट बिकम मच मोर हाउस होल्ड येट, राइट? जब हमारा कोई जनरेशन का,
It's very difficult to hit a banger on a live show
for
directly.
what I'm saying is in Bhubaneswar, Odisha,
हाँ.
right? Can you tell me like out of 10 kids, right? कितने बच्चे सुबह उठ के the first thing they listen to is Travis Scott or J. Cole or you know, Kendrick.
It'll be around 10 20% hardly.
एग्जैक्टली,
Yeah.
राइट. और वो भी दैट इज द लिसनिंग ऑडियंस, राइट.
Yeah.
एंड जब एक लिसनिंग ऑडियंस है तुम्हारे पास, वो अगर बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा तभी, मतलब क्या बोलते हैं, एक आर्टिस्ट कहीं पे लाइव अगर परफॉर्म कर रहा है,
तो
सो उस तरह का रिस्पॉन्स भी मिल
There'll be
पाएगा,
response, there'll be feedback,
राइट.
good feedback, right?
So
Yeah.
unless you're doing a rap event in a college, like जैसे सिलिकॉन में हुआ था
हाँ.
रेड बुल स्पॉटलाइट इवेंट 2020 में, सो आई वाज इन द फाइनल्स, राइट. सो कॉलेज का क्राउड था वहाँ पे,
Hmm.
सो वैसा अगर, या फिर एक इंडिपेंडेंट सा कोई इवेंट हो रहा है,
Hmm.
राइट. सो वहाँ पे लाइक आई हैव सीन मिक्स्ड रिस्पॉन्सेस. कभी कभी द क्राउड इज डेड, कभी कभी क्राउड नहीं है, कभी कभी पीपल पुल अप अनएक्सपेक्टेडली.
Hmm.
सो वैसा चीज़ है.
We have a lot of mutual friends that we aren't aware of. You and me, like
Hmm.
we have a lot of people who we know, but like they are in the middle, but we have never met. Like Anirban has been a friend since.
Audio Slave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Audio Slave has been a friend since I think second year.
Okay.
Football खेलते थे पहले, then he came to our college when
Hmm.
we were in the cultural.
SSU.
नहीं VSCUT.
अच्छा.
बुर्ला.
Okay, okay.
So हम लोग का एक हिप हॉप इवेंट था. There was dance. There was
Which year, bro?
third year.
Like कौन सा साल?
I think 2019.
2019.
19 or 18. I clearly because 2020 में तो आ गए थे हम. Cancel हो गया इवेंट. But
मैं बुरला गया था 2015 में, ब्रो.
oh 15 में I was no, मैंने ज्वाइन भी नहीं किया
Join
था
भी नहीं किया था. बुरला में लेकिन ब्रो, लाइक संबलपुर साइड में आई हैव सीन म्यूजिक को क्रेजी सपोर्ट करते हैं लोग, ब्रो.
You won't believe this. Like except you people who I want to invite for this podcast, most of the singers are from that side. You must have heard about Montu Churia, right?
Yes.
He's a banger. I love his songs. Any day you play his songs and it's very easy to get up and dance.
Bro, I've heard his songs.
It's amazing. I have like entire college life we have heard his songs only.
Bro, do you listen to JRM Baba?
Jairam?
JRM Baba.
Nope. I
Bro,
haven't.
listen to him as well. He's a dope artist from the west side.
I have a problem actually. I listen to songs but I don't remember the name of the artists. मेरे को याद नहीं रहता भाई.
जो संबलपुरी म्यूजिक का जो साउंड है,
हाँ,
ब्रो,
that's
इट्स वेरी
a
अपबीट,
banger.
राइट?
I really want someone to like start an entire genre of Sambalpuri with rap. That fusion will be good.
Already है, bro. The guy that I named, JRM Baba.
हाँ.
You should check out his channel, bro. He's a
I
dope
will.
artist.
I'll keep a list from you.
Yep, bro.
Please do.
If you
Please
need
do send.
if you need tabs on the local hip hop scene,
Yeah.
right? You can ask me whenever.
And I don't know if you know him. Asli Maharaj. Do you know him?
Yeah.
He's my schoolmate from Sai.
What?
Yeah. Classmate actually. Like we were in the same group. Have been good friends. अभी इतना contact नहीं है but
Yeah.
I know him. And Anirban तो gym आता है. We meet every day.
Oh.
He was invited also but he had some event yesterday I think.
हाँ.
BBI में था कुछ event उसका.
अच्छा.
हाँ.
ब्रो अभी बहुत सारे इवेंट्स रिसेंटली, बहुत ये लाइव शोज एंड बहुत हो रहे हैं ब्रो रिसेंटली,
हाँ.
बैक टू बैक.
I was like I used to go out a lot earlier and I was a very social person.
ब्रो मेरे को जाने की जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ रही है. मेरा जो घर है जहाँ पे, ब्रो, खिड़की के बाहर से मेरे को सुनाई दे रहा है. खिड़की के बाहर देयर इज अ ग्राउंड, राइट? सो उस ग्राउंड में डॉक्टर्स सिर्फ जा सकते हैं वहाँ पे, राइट?
Okay.
और मेरे को खिड़की से गाने बज रहे हैं, ठीक है, और वो सब शान के गाने हैं. कोई गा रहा है, मेरे को लगा हाँ कोई तो गा रहा होगा, लेकिन वो आवाज़ पूरा शान जैसा ही लग रहा था, ठीक है.
हाँ.
सो एंड आई जस्ट ओपन माई फोन, ऐसे देख रहा था मैं, व्हाट्सएप स्टोरी से चेक कर रहा था. वन ऑफ माई फ्रेंड्स इज अ डॉक्टर, राइट?
Yeah.
एंड आई लुक एट द फोन, उसका स्टोरी में वो वहाँ पे है एंड शान परफॉर्म कर रहा है. एंड आई एम लाइक डैम. मैं फिर गाड़ी निकाला, बाहर गया, मैं भाग के गया वो ग्राउंड तक, ठीक है. गार्ड बोला भाई पास है क्या तुम्हारे पास? मैं बोला पास नहीं है, अभी पैसे देता हूँ, अभी बना देते हो. डॉक्टर हो क्या? बोला नहीं. तो डॉक्टर लोग का ही है, आप नहीं आ सकते.
हाँ.
मैं फिर डिजेक्टेड होके गया, फिर खिड़की से पूरा कॉन्सर्ट सुन लिया, ब्रो. मेरे घर के पास ही 4 दिन लगातार ऐसे कॉन्सर्ट्स चलते रहे. आई लिसन टू द फुल कॉन्सर्ट, ठीक है, पूरा क्लियरली सुनाई देता है. मेरे को टिकट देने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ रही है, ब्रो.
Yesterday King का भी था शायद.
हाँ
कल किंग का था
ये
XIM में ना.
हाँ एक्सएम यूनिवर्सिटी
हाँ, yeah.
ब्रो इट्स टू फार जटनी ब्रो
Too far.
मैं
And
इसलिए नहीं गया
but a lot of the half of the town was there. I saw from stories. ऐसे पूरा ही देख लेते हैं concert stories में जाने
आज
का
हनी
क्या
सिंह आया हुआ है
हाँ
हनी सिंह आया हुआ आज
आज there.
यस सर
Oh, and we are here. Wow, it's okay.
या मैन
अरे कोई नहीं ब्रो, कभी हमारे बारे में भी ऐसे लोग बात करेंगे. Hopefully.
भाई you gotta fake it till you make it
Yeah, certainly. See, like I was born a fat kid, okay? So I have always been fat all my life. अभी ऐसा देख रहे हो, but 20 till 21 I was fat, full fat. ऐसा नहीं कि बस थोड़ा healthy wealthy. I was
How much
100
did you weigh?
kilos.
How much did you weigh
100,
wow
101 to be exact. College में. So people like I'm today while I was shopping for something. I think I was buying this only. Monster ही खरीद रहा था मैं. And this girl from my college walks past me. And she knows me. She was of our group. She
Okay.
knows me. And she walks past me. And I was like, hi. And she looked at me. She went away. I'm like, भाई पहचान नहीं रहे लोग. वैसे ही हुआ. मैं स्कूल कॉलेज गया था लाने my degree. And no one, like I was quite ऐसे known कॉलेज में कि भाई हाँ हमारे कॉलेज में ऐसे भी ज़्यादा लड़के हैं नहीं. Hardly one batch has around 700-800 people.
कौन सा ब्रांच था ब्रो तुम्हारा
IT.
आईटी ना लाइक यूजुअली ऐसा होता है कि कॉलेज में जो मैकेनिकल ब्रांचेस होते हैं उसमें होता नहीं है चिक्स
No, it's हम लोग के थे.
वो हम लोग का तो नहीं था ब्रो पूरा खाली लड़के
अच्छा आप थोड़े बड़े हो ना फिर तो आ जाता है फिर धीरे धीरे अभी नाउ बुर्ला इज गॉन. अभी 9 लाख 10 लाख वाले रैंक जा रहे हैं. इट्स आई डोंट फील इट्स अभी द एजुकेशन नाउ इज मच डिफरेंट देन व्हाट एजुकेशन वाज टू अस. आई फील बहुत बदल गया है आफ्टर दिस एंटायर गैप. See, this entire engineering colleges were based on generational transfer of like एक रिचुअल होता है आपका the way you conduct वो सब रहता है. फिर there are certain things you do at college and certain things you don't do at college. Those things are there. हमारे कॉलेज में तो बहुत था, especially ragging.
ओके
And ragging was pretty prevalent at our time.
हमारे टाइम में भी ब्रो
हाँ it was. और मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि मुझे कुछ complaints है. It's like I gained seniors from there that I can trust blindfold.
या
I can call up seniors right now and ask them for money and they'll send it to me without any question. ऐसे पूछेंगे भी नहीं क्यों चाहिए कैसे चाहिए. And a lot of my friends are only able to go to different cities and stay there and pursue their art just because we have seniors there. There's
मेरा भी वैसा ही कुछ सीन है ब्रो
हाँ because in this world you need a lot of help.
यू नीड allies ब्रो
You need allies, you need networking, you need a lot. तो फिर आपको एक blood brother की तरह ही मिल जाता है after ragging. Like आप किसी के favorite junior हो and you'll stay like that for the entire life. And those relationships I don't know.
अभी देखो ब्रो people will say I'm not saying people will say you're promoting ragging.
No, it's not exactly I'm promoting ragging. To be honest, I don't have any problem with it. और हमारे कॉलेज में जैसा होता है it's not like कि भाई someone is getting emotionally scarred or something.
See it depends on the person जो ragging कर रहा है right.
हाँ.
It depends on him right how far he takes it क्योंकि it's not the place or the race of the people right. I think people in general are fucked up right. There are bad apples.
A lot of bad apples.
Right.
Yeah, I have also seen seniors taking it out on juniors. वो होता है पर certainly interaction तो होना चाहिए. It shouldn't be a college like I see people of KIT, I see people of ITR and I see कि उनका कोई connection ही नहीं है. They don't even know people from their batch.
Yeah.
Seniors तो दूर की बात
है.
And when you get out of college, a bubble gets burst. That the world is a very lonely place.
Exactly.
That is the one major bubble that gets burst right after you leave
college के बाद जब निकलोगे तुम एक like दूसरे लाइफ में जा रहे हो job life में right. You need someone to talk to right और इतना जल्दी friends बना के acquainted हो के like वो चीज़ नहीं होता है.
नहीं मिलता. When friendship only works when there is no underlying cause,
Yes.
and everything about corporate is has an underlying cause. There is getting good friends after college is very difficult.
Yeah.
You rarely do.
स्कूल अभी तो ऐसा हो गया कि स्कूल के बाद से ही, और मतलब कॉलेज से तो हर कोई खुद की कर रहा है.
हाँ,
There's, वो फ्रेंडशिप, वो जो सर्कल्स, वैसा वाला चीज़ हमारे बैच में था. हमारे बैच के बाद फिर वो धीरे धीरे हटते गया, रैगिंग भी हट गया. द कॉलेज स्टार्टेड गेटिंग बिगर, राइट. सो पीपल आर डूइंग देयर ओन. एंड
yeah.
अगेन आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि रैगिंग इंस्टॉल करना चाहिए टू स्टॉप दैट. आई मीन टाइम्स आर चेंजिंग एंड वी हैव टू जस्ट आई गेस एक्सेप्ट इट.
Just as you said, there will always be bad apples. So like you have to throw the entire bag of apples out, right, to prevent bad apples from happening, from
Yeah.
ruining others. So as I feel, but I certainly feel that there must be some kind of interaction. Like I am a sole believer in the fact that you don't go to college to only learn about something, your degree. You go to college to learn how to behave. You go to college how to learn how to talk. You pick up people skills. You pick up a lot of other skills which will really help you in life, because college is just a predecessor to the world that you're going to live, which is completely different from where you were, where you are in high school or of those sort, right? So I completely feel that in college you should be open to more interaction, should be open to और interaction तो होगा तो थोड़ा बहुत तो होएगा ही, टांग खिंचाई, थोड़ा बहुत रैगिंग तो होएगा ही.
अभी देखो ब्रो, लाइक यू सेड इट, ठीक है. ये जो चीज़ है ना,
हाँ.
रैगिंग और द इंटरेक्शन, इट्स नेसेसरी. बट उसको अगर लेट्स से इट्स नॉट कंपल्सरी, इसको हम हटा ही देते हैं टोटल, राइट. और आज की डेट में लाइक इट्स मोर एप्लीकेबल. सबके पास एक एक फ़ोन है, राइट.
हाँ.
लाइक एक रूम में 4 बंदे बैठे रहेंगे, एक टाइम पे चारों के चारों अपने फ़ोन पे लगे रहते हैं.
Exactly.
Right.
I hate it when people who are out with me and
सो वो नो मैटर हाउ मच यू इन्फोर्स इट, ठीक है.
हाँ.
ऐसा सीन हो जाएगा ब्रो, जो बंदे रैगिंग लेने आएंगे, राइट, वो भी रैगिंग ले रहे होंगे, थोड़ा चेक कर ले, मैं तो नोटिफिकेशन चेक कर लेता हूँ, वैसा वाला सीन हो जाएगा ब्रो. सो पीपल आर इनटू द फोन्स अ लॉट. एंड आई थिंक इफ़ यू डोंट इन्फोर्स रैगिंग और लेट्स से सोशल इंटरेक्शन, फ्यूचर में जाके वो जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगे ना ब्रो, he has to man up and face it. He or she has to man up and face it or perish. ठीक है, that's how the world works.
Yeah, obviously
So,
you have to accept a lot of things about the
अपने
world
को-
which you can't change.
अपने को फिक्र भी नहीं करनी चाहिए ब्रो, ठीक है. दुनिया चल रही है आगे, ठीक है.
You are either a cog in the wheel or you're running the machine. There is no other way
Yes.
around.
Yeah.
So that is one thing I have felt ki I see people walking around in the kid campus and I'm like कि भाई इनका तो heavy कट रहा है, इनको पता नहीं चल रहा है, अभी कुछ दिनों में पता चलेगा. Like okay, but ठीक है, उनका लाइफ है, अभी क्या कर सकते हैं.
दोस्त बना लो भाई, आगे बहुत काम देता है.
We had a GAM होता है कि global alumni meet होता है, because our
अच्छा.
college is the oldest college in Odisha.
अच्छा, you're from KIT?
No,
Oh, sorry,
VSSUT.
VSSUT.
So it's the oldest college. So
Okay.
we have like alumni dating. Like they are currently, our oldest alumni is currently around 89 or something right now.
बाप रे.
So we have alumni from all fields everywhere, spread across the country, and there was GAM and everyone came down.
Did you go?
We were in college when that happened.
अच्छा.
That happens every
अच्छा,
12
अभी नहीं
years.
होता है क्या अभी?
हाँ, that happens every 12 years.
Okay,
Everyone
okay.
is invited. The
Every
global
12 years.
Yeah.
कुंभ का मेला है क्या ब्रो?
Yeah, but it's really huge. The budget is also huge. People are invited. ऐसे साल के पहले से invitations जाते हैं, and we get big stars. Try to get big stars, as big as Sambalpur can get.
Okay.
वो सब होता है.
Celebrity night होता है वहाँ पे.
हाँ, पूरा. And we see most of our teachers are alumni only from Burla. We see our teachers dancing around, doing. It's fun. It's fun. And you find out the power of networking. आप देख रहे हो कोई IOCL का चीफ सेक्रेटरी है, कोई
वो
किसी
तो अलमनी पेजेस भी होता होगा ना फेसबुक पे उनका.
हाँ है, but because they are so old, it's very difficult to index them. I was
89-year-old bro.
huh?
89-year-old
हाँ.
alumni.
It's very like
Damn.
you won't find आप लिंक्डइन ढूंढने से भी कोई नीचे मेंशन किया होगा पास आउट फ्रॉम VSU, इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू गेट.
अच्छा.
बट ये एलुमनी नेटवर्किंग और की वजह से यू गेट थ्रू अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स दैट यू हैड नो एक्सेस टू व्हेन यू आर इन लाइक ऐसे किड के बच्चे जाएंगे, यू आर स्टक एट अ पर्टिकुलर लेवल बिकॉज योर एंटायर एलुमनी इज स्टक एट अ पर्टिकुलर लेवल. बट द ओल्डर एंड द मोर रिगरस, ऐसा है कि आई कैन कनेक्ट विथ अ लॉट ऑफ ह्यूज एलुमनी फिगर्स थ्रू समवन. लाइक कोई मेरा सीनियर है, कोई उनका सीनियर है, ऐसे. एंड everyone has respect for the पूरा chain of people. Like I
अभी का टाइम में वो रेस्पेक्ट वाला
हाँ,
कॉन्सेप्ट
वो
मेरे को
है
नहीं
ही
लगता.
नहीं, वो है ही नहीं. So I was in my and I'm final year at that time. So I am like मैं chill कर रहा हूँ अपने रूम में. ऐसे 2 ही जन है, 4 वाले रूम में 2 ही जन रह रहे हैं, हम chill कर रहे हैं and I'm like ऐसे half naked I'm sitting and कुछ भी ऐसे कुछ भी कर रहा हूँ मैं. And it's the middle of the night. It's probably 2 or 3 and I get a knock. भाई इस समय कौन बुला रहा है? And I'm like हाँ ठीक है, आया होगा कोई junior. And I open and there is this man standing. I'm like what? And he's like he's drunk.
Okay.
He comes inside. I'm like okay, क्या हो रहा है? टीचर वीचर है क्या? मेरे को ऐसा बहुत रेयरली होता है कि मेरे को नहीं पता होगा कि कोई टीचर है और आ रहा है रूम में.
लाइक वो टीचर था या कौन था वो?
नहीं, he was an alumni जिसका रूम था वो, और वो
अच्छा.
अपना रूम देखने आया था, which was his room 20 years ago.
वाह.
और he kept on talking till 4 in the morning. He slept in our room because हम लोग के रूम में extra beds पड़े रहते हैं.
Bro, how did that guy pass into the get into the college unchecked?
हम लोग का कुछ नहीं होता भाई उधर. In Burla there hostels में there are no wardens.
What?
No, warden lives outside the hostel. There is a
अच्छा.
mess manager and the hostel manager, caretaker, वही रहते हैं hostel में. Burla is a lovable place for people who want to enjoy engineering. It's very lovable. तो and वाया बैठा बात किया 5 बजे तक. Then next day the entire day we were with him. He took us out for eating, partying. वैसा ही है मतलब. You and I always felt that I wouldn't miss my college as much as people say that you're going to miss, but actually I do. There are some moments that you look back and it's like
I still miss my college, bro. I mean, like वो 4 साल जो थे बीटेक के,
you learn
till date the most beautiful 4 years of my life.
you have a opportunity to make mistakes without thinking more कि ज़्यादा गलत हो गया तो क्या होएगा.
Bro, like सुबह कोई एक बंदा like अपना ज़िंदगी का 14 या 15 साल like वो जो भी करता है उसको परमिशन मांगनी पड़ती है पेरेंट्स से, राइट? लेकिन now he is in the college with his friends and 150 kilometers apart. There's no way your parents are gonna catch a train to come and look after you, right? So you can do whatever the hell you want to do, right? Whether you want to study, you can play. If they call, you can say that you're studying, but you're playing, right? Like सब कुछ अपने टाइम पे चल रहा है. You go to college, you make friends.
Those are the time when you actually realize कि दुनिया कैसे चलती है. क्योंकि अब जब तक घर में रहते हो ना, there is some doesn't matter कि आपके पेरेंट्स आपको कैसे ब्रिंग अप कर रहे हैं, बट देयर विल ऑलवेज बी एन अम्ब्रेला व्हिच यू आर अनअवेयर ऑफ.
वो जो आई थिंक वो जो एज ग्रुप है लाइक 16 to 20, दोज आर द मोस्ट फॉर्मेटिव इयर्स of an individual, right?
I'm a very shy kid, to be honest. Introvert हूँ मैं.
अच्छा.
And me starting to do something like this where I pick out conversations on camera is completely different of how I thought my life would turn out to be, right? So I feel this has got a lot to do with my like college and engineering. I was in the cultural team, so we used to arrange for things. I was assistant secretary as a था मैं तब, and it was a huge thing for me back then. ऐसे बहुत काम करते थे हम कि फेस्ट
थर्ड ईयर तो सभी हुए हैं कभी ना कभी.
फेस्ट के लिए भाई जिंदगी ऐसे झोंक दी. सोना नहीं, खाना नहीं, पीना नहीं, कुछ भी ऐसे. एंड इन दैट फेज यू लाइक लर्न टू हाउ टू डील विद पीपल. यू लर्न टू हाउ टू डील विद डीलर्स. यू लर्न बहुत कुछ खरीद रहे हो आप, बहुत कुछ बेच रहे हो कॉलेज की तरफ से, बहुत कुछ कर रहे हो. इधर ये भी चल रहा है, वो भी चल रहा है. देयर आर टीम्स मैनेजिंग. and within those things you actually learn कि आप हर वक्त एक चीज को एक तरीके से डील नहीं कर सकते. You can't be only yourself. Like if you're an angry person, you can't be angry on everyone and deal with every situation. You have to.
एक सिंपल सा रूल है ब्रो कॉलेज में कि मतलब उड़िया में जो बोलते हैं राइट कि ज्यादा अगर उछलोगे ना ब्रो कॉलेज में
हाँ.
देयर इज समवन टू ऑलवेज पुट यू इन योर प्लेस
Yeah.
सो यू हैव टू वर्क इन हार्मनी विद एवरीवन यू हैव टू बेसिकली अंडरस्टैंड पीपल
Yeah.
स्किल्स जो बोलते हैं ना उस वक्त ज्यादा पिकअप करता है.
Ragging has a lot of things to do with this, that eventually in life you'll find out that you will be ragged without being without anyone letting you know that you are being ragged. You will be
अच्छा.
bullied by seniors, you will be bullied by bosses, you will be bullied by co-workers, and you can't do anything about it,
Exactly.
and you don't even know that it is a kind of ragging that is being done to you.
Yep.
So the more you have picked out from college how to handle it, how to leave it as a छोड़ना,
Yeah, bro.
those things really help in life कि आप किसी से भी बात कर सकते हो.
Yeah, bro.
That's an actual superpower कि आप अगर किसी से भी बात कर सकते हो. I feel that's like most of the businesses, most क्या, I feel every business has some kind of people business involved. ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं. Even if you're an artist,
HR बोलते हैं उसको bro.
even if you're an artist, you have to sell your art, right?
Yeah.
And
वो तो है.
that's more important. I think it was King who said this, that I will not go to a hospital and tell them that मैं गाना गा रहा हूँ आप इलाज कर दो मेरे माँ का. You have to sell your art somewhere
Yes.
or the other, right? And that's the ugly truth.
इस प्रोसेस में whatever comes out is actually good music. I think King has a sound of his own, right? There's certain things that he talks about. उसके बाद there's also artists like Krishna, right? So उसके गानों का भी एक audience है. King के गानों का एक audience है. So at the end of the day, I think it all boils down to कि तुम जो बोल रहे हो वो लोगों को कितना authentic लग रहा है. ठीक है. तुम जो बेच रहे
लोग
हो
relate कितना कर पा रहे हैं.
what you're selling basically वो उनको वो खरीद पाना चाहिए उस चीज़ को, right? So it's like there are have you heard of Takashi 69?
No,
Do check out his music sometime. So yeah, it's like when you're something in real life but you're an entirely different person on the mic, like you're bragging and boasting of having guns and let's say एक 16-17 साल का लड़का, ठीक है, उसको देख के पता चल रहा है, I mean वो पढ़ाई कर रहा है, but he is talking about killing and guns and violence, तो वहीं पे पता चल जाता क्या है, right? So तुम जो सेल कर रहे हो वो ऑथेंटिक होना चाहिए. बहुत सारे एक्चुअली ऐसे रैपर्स हैं जैसे रिक रॉस, राइट? He talks about gangster music, guns and being a boss and all, but in real life he was a law enforcement officer, right? So there have been instances, but वो सेल कर रहा है, वो जो साउंड लेके आ रहा है, वो जो पर्सनालिटी लेके आ रहा है माइक पे, दैट इज वेरी ऑथेंटिक. लोग सुन रहे तो लग रहा है हाँ ये जो बोले तो भाई सही बोल रहा है ये, ठीक है.
The success of an artist is also in a fact that how much his art is relatable.
Yes.
ऐसे हो सकता है कि you are not relatable at this age, but at some age you will be. ऐसा बहुत बार हुआ है हिस्ट्री में that some artists are not relevant at their time, but after that they're.
Speaking about that, let's say देखो हर एक जो आर्टिस्ट होता है, so guaranteed नहीं है कि for the artist to be successful हर कोई उसे relate कर पाए, right? So there will always be a fixed group of people or fixed type of people who think alike, like who think the same way you think, who might have gone through similar experiences, if not the same experiences, right? So when you hear a guy talking about such things like similar experiences, you sort of try to connect with it, right? So that is how you build a fan base. Abhi like you talked about over the years jo relatability, artists like Eminem, right? So he's been in this game for close to 25 years. Snoop also
more than 3 decades, I think.
Close to like he has more what to say, musical career शायद से उसका थोड़ा लंबा है M से, ठीक है. I mean Snoop तो early 1990s से Eminem
he was with Dre
ड्रे
उसका
ड्रे टूपाक
हाँ
स्नूप डॉग, तो उनका वो होल क्लिक था वो पूरा वैसा. सो अभी क्या हो रहा है ओवर द दिस स्पैन ऑफ 25 years, artists like him do run out of things to say, right?
हम्म
And they say things like he's fallen off, he's not the same, right? So still that guy, over the last 2 or 3 years, he hasn't dropped a single album. Still he has songs still in Spotify का most streamed गानों में उसके songs हैं, उसके albums हैं. So also जो relatability के साथ और एक चीज़ आता है, how good your music ages,
हम्म
है कि नहीं, whether it stands the test of time or not.
yeah, that's very important. Yeah.
क्योंकि I can not just hip hop, I can name songs from early 1960s Bollywood के, 1960s 1970s. वो गाने अभी भी सुनो, they'll take you down memory lane,
हम्म
right? पहली बार जब सुने थे एंड अभी भी सुनोगे, वो एक कनेक्शन सा चला जाता है. पहली बार ये सुना था, it'll take you down that memory lane. वो एक ओल्ड इज गोल्ड बोलते हैं. सो आई थिंक ये उस चीज़ पे बहुत ज़्यादा एप्लीकेबल होता था. योर म्यूजिक स्टैंडिंग द टेस्ट ऑफ टाइम, हाउ वेल इट एजेस. सो अभी देर आर लॉट्स ऑफ ट्रैक्स आजकल के ज़माने में जैसे निकल रहे हैं, सिमिलर बीट्स, सिमिलर फ्लोज. इट्स ऑल अबाउट साउंडिंग बेटर, बट दीज सॉन्ग्स दे वोंट रिमेन इन द लोगों के जहन में उतना दिन तक नहीं रहता, वो चला जाता है. सो बड़े बड़े आर्टिस्ट जैसे हो गए, ड्रेक हो गया, केंड्रिक हो गया, कोल हो गया. सो उनका एक एक गाना जस्ट एज सुन एज यू हियर द ट्यून, पता ये गाना है, ठीक है. जे कोल का नो रोल मॉडल्स हो गया,
हाँ
ठीक है. वेट ड्रीम्स हो गया, ऑल ऑफ हिज सॉन्ग्स हैव कैची एज फक हुक्स. सेम विथ केंड्रिक, सो वो दैट एड्स लॉन्जिविटी और जो एजिंग वाला एस्पेक्ट टू द सॉन्ग. तुम कितना अच्छा हुक्स लिख रहे हो, तुम कितना वेवी, कितना बाउंसी ट्रैक्स बना पा रहे हो. लोग जब सुनते हैं तो देर इन्वेस्टेड इन टू इट, दे नॉट जस्ट लिसनिंग टू इट जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ लिसनिंग, बट जब वो सुन रहे हैं सो देर एन्जॉइंग इट. वो वाला एस्पेक्ट भी. एंड आई एम एक्चुअली ट्राइंग टू इनकलकेट दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग इन टू माई क्राफ्ट्समैनशिप. आई मीन स्टिल वर्किंग ऑन इट, चल रहा है.
I'm sure you'll get there in no time.
Yeah, it's
Who
a
are
tough
like your favorite you look up to?
Krishna, Eminem, uh, King
I
Crooked.
love Krishna. I like Krishna बहुत late ऐसे सुनता था
Hmm.
but listening to Krishna regularly, like searching for his songs came on a very later part. But I really feel that his music has got a lot to offer than what is currently valued at.
I like his kind of music, bro, because I'm more on the lyrical aspect of rap. ठीक है. So I'll say this: I might not sound that professional on the mic, but lyric aspect is something that I put much of my effort into. So when I listen to Krishna or artists like King Crooked or Eminem, Lil Wayne, lyric heavy इतना ज़्यादा ना bro. That's like music to my ears. When you listen to Krishna, एक line जा रहा है, like there's like surface एक meaning होता है, ठीक है.
Then there is another
layer to it.
yeah.
Right. So Krishna goes crazy with that shit wordplay. उसका तो बहुत crazy है bro. Have you heard the song Quarantine? Krishna, Talanjum and Talayunis.
हाँ yeah, I
Krishna
have.
goes crazy on that one. Best in the game और इसमें दोहराए नहीं. There's no second opinion.
हाँ I heard
अपनी
that song.
बातें मैंने अब तक दोहराई नहीं, घोड़ी बनाए पर कभी दौड़ाए नहीं, मेरा तो हारने का कभी दौड़ाए नहीं. So वो same homophones को use करके, that is something that Krishna does really well. Then there is सीधे मौत, उनका तो अलग ही लेवल है ब्रो. वो भी एक अपना अलग लीग पकड़े हुए हैं.
Genre है. सीधे मौत is a completely different genre which is much different than entire Gully Gang, much different than the
Straight fucking death bro.
It's
लौंडे बजते हैं बीट पे, पूरा बीट खा जाते हैं.
हाँ, it's like
भाई
it's
क्रेजी
like
है.
that. Do you feel इंडिया में भी वो record like labels वाला problem है जो बाहर है?
मुझे तो उस चीज़ में उतना आइडिया नहीं है ब्रो. लाइक आई मीन यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड ऑफ labels like Azadi Records or Kalamkar, Mass Appeal, right? So ये सारे labels हैं अभी, ठीक है. But how the labels work, कैसे आर्टिस्ट को वो पिक करते हैं, मुझे भी वो प्रोसेस नहीं पता. आई मीन I would definitely be interested if someday I got a call from Azadi Records or Kalamkar or any of these
Yeah.
labels, bro. I would definitely get on my A game. Like I would murder the beat. But again, मेरे जैसा बहुत सारे artists and rappers are currently with this mindset and waiting for that opportunity, right? So I don't know. मेरे को लगता है when I don't find anything else, कुछ रास्ता नहीं दिख रहा है. I think you just have to keep grinding, keep hustling, and wait for your chance, right?
Yeah.
I once saw this video of Denzel Washington. So किसी एक reel में देखा था मैं. So he said, if you wait, if you wait around at the barber shop long enough, you will definitely get a haircut.
Yeah. I'll tell you something which I have asked myself this question a lot of times, that what is something that I am going to do which is going to make me big, but others in my game are going to be at the same level. Like, which is what are the things that someone has done that have pushed him to become big? Okay, so there are a lot of things that come into play. First, you think that maybe he was talented, maybe he had something different that you didn't have, or something like that. But the more I have thought about this, the more I feel that the only thing that is going to make me big is that every day I have woke up and I have decided that I need to work on this.
Yeah, bro.
It's nothing, it's no rocket science.
Yep.
Every day someone has woken up and has chosen to do something when a person who is standing in front of him has not chosen to do it.
Bro, this is the reality of life. There is always someone who
Yeah.
is better than you at what you're doing,
Yeah.
right? So you have to keep working harder, bro.
Yeah, it's the ugly truth, and people really, like, people just say it, throw it around, that you have to work hard, you have to do this, but no one tells you this, that the process is not hard working. The process is
Smart.
working, how much you're working for a very long period of time, and working it every day with all your effort until it's cracked.
Yep.
Like, when I started gymming, I was not, I clearly wasn't the strongest guy. I couldn't do anything. I wasn't fit, और and ऐसा कुछ मेरा टेक्निक बहुत ही ज़्यादा अच्छा नहीं था. So I had promised myself one thing, that I would I would show up every day. So most of the work I feel in any form is like showing up every day, is choosing to do it when someone didn't choose to.
But that requires a lot of dedication, bro.
Yeah, that, like, every day you just show up, and eventually you'll find out that even when you are just showing up and not doing anything, तो आए हैं तो कर ही लेते हैं.
गेन तो हो रहा ब्रो, लेकिन पेन भी बहुत है ब्रो उसमें.
नहीं, पर है वो. I'm like, you can apply this to a lot of things in life, like this also. Every day, it's not easy to do. People say it's not easy to do a very big thing, but I feel it's not easy to do the small things that you're doing every day. It requires more effort to do the same things every day.
Yep.
And look, ऐसे पास्ट में देखो और फिर देखो कि प्रोग्रेस हुआ ही नहीं है, और फिर भी करते रहो जब तक नहीं होता है.
Like हर दिन तुमको थोड़ा 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 थोड़ा
थोड़ा
काम डालना है. That has to be every day, right?
Yeah, that's what I was.
It's like you have a really small hammer with yourself and you're asked to break a big ass rock. So you're gonna keep hitting at the same spot every day.
Yeah, and
Right.
after this realization, this entire thing of talent has vanished from my mind. I don't have
Bro, I
anything.
always believe skill or hard work beats talent, because let's say you have a gift. Let's say you're talent है तुम्हारे पास. Talent is I believe talent is something a person is born with, right? Or has a knack for a certain thing, but he doesn't know it
exactly.
yet.
Yeah.
But what makes it a potential weapon, or a useful weapon, is the continuous effort you put into making it a weapon. For
Yeah.
example, someone has a good knack for good flows, or someone is a good poet, right? And he wants to rap, right? So he has to evolve. वो skill evolve करना पड़ता है. So I think skill beats talent any given day, bro. If someone is not gifted with let's say a talent. Do you watch anime though?
Yeah.
Naruto.
Yeah, obviously.
My favorite is Guy Sensei.
Yeah.
He's not gifted with ninjutsu, right? He cannot
Yeah.
do ninjutsu, but I mean, look what he does with taijutsu. He messes up completely, ruins Madara, bro.
Yeah.
And
obviously.
that dude is like a fucking god.
If anyone who like took Madara to that level except Naruto was Guy.
Guy Sensei, bro.
It wasn't
Those
even Kakashi. It
those
wasn't.
10 minutes, उसका जो arc दिखाया, bro,
हाँ.
he became my ultimate favorite, right? And I have a song that I'm going to drop very soon, and it's named Taijutsu,
Okay.
right? So it's basically flexing like lyric abilities, flex कर रहा हूँ उस track पे. So same old shit. So that's what I do, man. I mean, this is fun to me. I mean,
Yeah,
words are not just words to me.
Yeah.
Like when I listen a particular phrase, like मैं उसको दिमाग में 2-3 बार सुनते रहता हूँ, इसके साथ क्या rhyme करता है. That's what I like always do. मैं ऐसे बैठा रहता हूँ. Like lot of people say, what the fuck are you thinking? Like I am in a group, yet I'm thinking about something else. ऑफिस में से बहुत बार हुआ, ब्रो. लंच में खाते खाते आई एम लॉस्ट इन अ डीप थॉट. आई एम जस्ट थिंकिंग अबाउट राइम्स और समथिंग. ऐसे बहुत बार होता है, गाड़ी चला रहा होता हूँ मैं, मेरे को एक मस्त सा लाइन हिट करता है, बट आई डोंट हैव अ पैड और समथिंग टू राइट इट डाउन. और ट्रैफिक के बीच में कहाँ निकालूंगा, फोन निकालते वक्त लिखने वक्त तक भूल गया थॉट. वैसे बहुत बार होता है, ब्रो. सो स्कैटर ब्रेन चलता रहता है वो चीज.
After like I realized what exactly you were saying, I have realized this, and अभी मैं voice memos, I'm focusing on voice memos. I like कभी भी कोई thought आता है, I just record it कि बाद में देखा जाएगा उसके साथ क्या होएगा. But the thought is important. कि
Yes.
A thought is very important. I like if you would have asked me in 2019 that do you want to have a podcast, I would have told you, bro, no. I am far from this. I am very far from this. It wasn't a like process where I have built up over the years.
By the way, like how did you come across this idea of a podcast? Like what was your motivation?
I'll be very honest, and it's very funny. Like when I lost a lot of weight, people started asking me a lot of questions, and I soon found out that basic things people don't know about like about losing weight or about keeping healthy in general. Things that are basic, like there are no good or bad foods. I keep telling people.
Okay.
People talk about junk, people talk about bad food,
Okay.
people talk about good food. I'm telling you, there are no good or bad foods in general. It's just food. It's how much you eat of it that
Okay.
matters. Like every food boils down to 4 micronutrients: carbs, fats, protein, and fiber. And everything you see that is edible boils down to that. There is nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you an interesting story. Like I'm going way off our topic
It's
of
okay, bro.
discussion. So there was this professor of I think he was from Harvard or Stanford, I don't remember, but he was overweight. So as a group activity, what he did was he picked out 60 students and he asked them to monitor all of his vitals. And in that process, he calculated the need of his body, like how much his body needs to survive, how much calories his body needs to survive. So what he did was he picked out those calories and he एक healthy calorie deficit होता है आपको weight loss करने में, ताकि आपका skin lose ना हो जाए and you keep losing weight also. ऐसा आपके body को ना लगे कि आप famine mode में चले गए and you have to preserve everything. So there is a healthy calorie deficit. You can't go beyond that. और उसे कम करोगे तो slow हो जाता है process. So it's around 650, 500 around that. And उसका जो भी caloric limit था, he ate everything from the McDonald's menu, calculate करके within that. Everything from the McD menu. There was nothing that he cooked. Okay. And he still lost his weight. And all his vitals improved just by losing weight.
Okay.
So this takes us to a lot of things that we know about food.
But वो junk ही खा रहा था basically.
हाँ, junk ही खा रहा है वो. But his vitals are improving. His vitals are improving because he has dropped so many like so many kgs, so such great amounts of fat. तो आपका vitals improve हो जाता है उसी वजह से. And then you look for फिर तो आप process में आ गए. वो process में आने के बाद it becomes easier. You find आपका body में क्या specific deficiencies है and you can supplement it. But initially if you have to start, then being in a calorie deficit or being in a calorie surplus is the only way to go, I feel.
मतलब दबा के खाना है.
हाँ, आपको तो खाना है.
Yeah, bro. I mean, my diet is basically roti, chawal and.
हाँ, ऐसे लोग पूछते हैं ना, अभी fads चल रहे हैं ना कि ये diet, वो diet, there's low calorie, there is keto, then there's this. Nothing, bro. Whatever you have been eating since 20 years, that's the best food for you. बस calculate कर लो वहाँ कितना खा रहे हो and try to keep it within that limit every day and you'll be good. Much
Yeah.
better than whatever people shit are talking about. अभी बहुत कुछ लोग कुछ भी कर लेते हैं और आके ऐसे झाड़ते रहते हैं कि ये खा लो हो जाएगा वो खा लो, ऐसा नहीं होता है. And as long as you keep believing in this shit that there are good foods, there are bad foods, there are medicines, there are those things, you will fall into traps like ये diet कर लो कम हो जाएगा, वो diet कर लो कम हो जाएगा. But it's not the truth. The truth is the of the matter is that you need to calculate how much you're putting into your body. That's the only part of that.
So do you like have a fitness channel or something like
No,
Instagram?
ऐसा सीन नहीं है. तो देन आई थॉट कि ऐसा कुछ पॉडकास्ट का सीन भी नहीं था. हाँ, मैं सुनता था पहले. I've been listening to Lex, I've been listening to Joe Rogan, been listening to TRS long back.
TRS के?
Ranveer Show, Alabadiya.
अच्छा.
Beer Biceps.
Beer biceps.
Yeah. I know his content now is a lot phonier than what it used to be.
I haven't seen a single.
But
video by Beer biceps.
there are gems you need to find among the entire piece of. There is one conversation with him and Zakir Khan, and that'll teach you a lot about life. I feel it's a very good episode, to be honest. And like if you really want to get in listen to podcasts, there are some podcasts I can name which are on the top of my head, which are going to be my favorite. There's this episode by Joe Rogan and a person called Naval Ravikant.
I don't know.
Yeah, it'll give you a huge amount of perspective on happiness and life. Naval Ravikant is a firm believer in the fact that you can make yourself happy.
Okay.
And
But
happiness is
isn't that obvious? Like, why would you depend on anything else other than yourself to be happy?
no. If you feel happiness is a product of people around you, then you will always be unhappy.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All that you need is with you and within you.
Yeah, but you as a person have discovered it. There are a lot of people who haven't. When I listened to their podcast, I hadn't given up everything which was taking my attention or which was not letting me be happy with myself. So that podcast you listen to, that really helps.
But for a kid growing up, you can't preach or teach this to that particular kid, because growing up, we humans, I think we are social animals, right?
Yeah.
We need to socialize with people to actually get a grasp of the world or how things are, right?
Yeah.
So let's say a kid growing, I feel like ये जो concept है ना कि being happy with yourself, it has for the most part it has got to do with what age you are right now, right? Or how much of world you have seen, right? I think till a certain age, the kind of company that you have, the kind of friends that you have, it shapes your behavior, it shapes your mindset, right? And when you grow up and you become older, right, your company also varies. The older you become, your company kind of shrinks, and that is when you realize and you actually see the world for what it is, what people actually are. You stop taking things what people say on the face value. I feel like मैंने तो जितने भी लोग मैंने लाइफ में देखे हैं ब्रो, आई थिंक more than 50% of them they don't mean what they actually say, right? And sometimes it has happened to me a lot. People lie to me on my face, and they think I don't know what's going on, and I simply play along, right? And I see how far the person can go.
Yeah.
ठीक है, तू स्कीम मारते रहे ब्रो. Like the point where I draw the line is, तुम जो बकचोदी कर रहे हो, if that affects me, right, that is where I distance myself. If it doesn't affect me, like I watch you unfold your bullshittery or whatever you're doing, I watch you unfold it. So एक period of time के बाद, like एक certain age के बाद, you know कि कौन genuine है कौन नहीं, and being happy with yourself has got a lot to do with how you handle solidarity, right? Let's say you don't have a lot of people around you right now. Okay, तुम एक नए शहर में चले गए हो, ठीक है, let's say you're in your 20s, you're a young guy, right, which you are, right, in your early 20s, and you go to a city like Bombay, right, to make a career in movies, or let's say acting, or music in general, right? So and you don't have friends, right, or whatever friends you have, they're not a positive influence. So you need to understand ki you are what you have. But let's say a different dynamic, uh, a kid who has been surrounded by friends all of his life, right, and he doesn't necessarily have to give up his company. He can still keep having those friends until he grows older, well into his 30s, where he can be a man of himself. एट अ पॉइंट उसके बाद वो भी बोलेगा भाई थोड़े दूर रहो दोस्त, अभी मैं भी अपनी फैमिली के साथ रहूँगा, आई विल स्पेंड टाइम, ठीक है। सो ऐसा कोई रूल नहीं है एक्चुअली। आई थिंक सबका डिफरेंट एक्सपीरियंसेस अलग अलग होता है, डिफरेंट एक्सपीरियंसेस। आई मीन एज अ थंब रूल, एवरी वन शुड बी एबल टू stay alone to cope with anything alone. But let's say, I mean, if you have friends, why not be with them, right?
Yeah, that's true, but I don't completely agree with this, and that's exactly what he sees in the podcast. What you said, that life is a single player game.
Hmm.
Life is not a double player game,
Exactly.
and it's an amazing things if you it's an amazing thing if you are getting to play it with your friends.
Hmm.
But the quality of your life is determined in the fact that how you feel when you're sitting in a place and you don't have anything
Hmm.
to do.
Then it all depends upon yourself. उस वक्त
Yeah,
आपका situation ऐसा हो गया, you have no one else but
yeah,
yourself.
we like I'm sure you are in a place
Hmm.
where you have found out that your solidarity is much more enjoyable than a lot of people's company,
For
right?
example, bro, I have found out.
Yeah, I'm telling you
Yeah.
that. So I have also found it out.
Hmm.
But the truth of the matter is, a lot of people haven't found out about it.
Ag-
And
Again,
and
if someone finds it out, it's
हाँ
better. I mean, it's good. But if someone doesn't need to find out, what if उसके जो circumstances हैं,
हाँ
देखो ब्रो, अभी हम जैसे सोच रहे हैं ना,
हम्म,
you cannot take the एक पर्सन को कंसिडर करो, you cannot simply take his circumstances or the people around him, like वो तो उसके पास रहेंगे ही.
no, like what I was saying is, like if you are much happier sitting in a place alone,
Hmm.
then you'll be much happier with friends.
With friends, हाँ वो तो
If
है.
you are sad sitting alone,
Hmm.
then I don't think your friends will be happier
Hmm.
sitting with you.
Yep.
The act of having good friends
Hmm.
is being a good friend first
To yourself.
to yourself. And
Exactly.
if you are everyone's friend, you are
Hmm.
not yours.
Yeah. वही तो, जो सबका दोस्त वो खुद का क्या है.
So uh, it's amazing that you have, and I really feel that you should have your tribe. और मेरे पास भी दोस्त हैं that I would like to carry all across my life
Hmm.
till I die. I have those friends, and I really want to have this tribe till I age, and I want to see this friendship age gracefully with time. But I am sure that if I was dependent on them,
Hmm.
dependent on the friendship too for my happiness, और
Hmm.
dependent कि मैं अगर अकेला बैठा हूँ तो ये मेरे पास आके बैठेगा तो मेरे को खुशी मिलेगी,
Hmm.
that is a very difficult way, or that is a very bad way to look for happiness, because you
Yeah.
are making someone else, making a group responsible for your happiness, because life happens to everyone.
Yep.
Groups go along, कहीं जाना पड़ता है, everyone has their lives, and the more happy the more happy you are with yourself, the happier you will be around people.
Bro, वो तो है, like you have to,
A person who
you
complains a
have to
lot,
learn to be alone, bro.
yeah, a person who complains a lot about his life
Hmm.
will start complaining about you if you are going to be with him, like be his friend.
मेरा तो ब्रो हमेशा से सर्कल बहुत ही लाइक स्मॉल और फिक्स्ड सर्कल रहा है. देयर इज लाइक people I can count on one hand.
Yeah,
Like these are the ones that I'm buddies with, I'm
yeah,
friends with. उनके अलावा भी sometimes I'm more of a, you know, secluded kind of a reclusive kind of a person. I like some time to myself, just me and my own thoughts, right? अभी तक जितना भी हुआ है Like I like to analyze things, what's
Yeah,
happening.
I'm sure like I'm relating Max to this because I have been a single kid.
Hmm.
So and both of my parents are working parents.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of time I had to myself. And initially it was boring. I was always looking for something to do.
Hmm.
I was a very restless kid. But soon I found out that my company is much more enjoyable than company of people that I would
Yeah.
want to experiment with. Life puts you there, that you find your time to be much more enjoyable. You're like living with your thoughts and trying to make sense out of them is
Hmm.
what gets you along through life. That you actually try to find out what you want. I find a lot of people will never grow because they clearly don't know what they actually want.
Hmm.
We are here, we are talking about things because somewhere we have found out what we need to do tomorrow, what we need to do.
Yeah.
A lot of people haven't figured it out. And and this was also a goal. Like if you had asked me, right, like why did you chose to do this.
Hmm.
So fitness was one of the things that I
Hmm.
wanted to talk about. But soon I found out that I as I'm learning from everyone's journey,
Hmm.
so I can get people along who can speak about their journeys and people can learn from that.
Yeah, bro.
We can always learn from each other's journeys and move forward toward, because no one can experiment about everything in life. You have to learn some things from different people.
Yeah.
You have to pick up things and then experiment. You have to choose. सुनो सबकी करो अपनी, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
उसमें एक point तो सुनो सबकी भी है.
हाँ.
So वही है, that was my inspiration, that I really want to uh, let people know that it's okay being clueless at a
Hmm.
point,
Hmm.
but as long as you're trying to figure it out,
Hmm.
ऐसे छोड़ नहीं देना. Because मैं छोड़ दूँ ना अगर,
Hmm.
then it's very
गेम
easy.
वहीं पे ओवर ब्रो.
हाँ, it's very easy to slip into everything that is you aren't about. It's very easy. And me doing whatever I'm doing with my life is a constant struggle
Hmm.
towards making myself better at the sport, at this is also very new to me. Like I have never handled, and especially audio, like video graphics I've handled in
Hmm.
college. I was a graphic designer for a
Hmm.
brief period of time.
Hmm.
वो सब मैंने किया हुआ है. But audio was a completely different world to me. Like dealing with waves, editing वगैरह.
Hmm.
But the fact is कि I'm still figuring it out, and I'm still learning every day is what keeps me going, right?
Hmm.
अगर यही खत्म हो जाए,
We're done
so
for.
then I don't want to get up in the morning. I don't want to do something that I'm don't want. Like I have, if I haven't figured it out, then मैं उठ के करूँ क्या? And then it's very easy to slip into depression. Very
वो
easy to slip into.
एक बॉटमलेस पिट होता है ब्रो, उसके अंदर
हाँ.
सिंक कर जाओगे एंड यू गेट कंफर्टेबल देयर. उसके बाद गेम ओवर. वंस यू गेट कंफर्टेबल विथ मीडियोक्रिटी और नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग, यू नो, एवरी डे हम लोग जो उठ के जो थोड़ा बहुत जो एफर्ट दे रहे हैं, दैट काइंड ऑफ
That is
एड्स वैल्यू.
life.
व्हाट
तकलीफ.
वही तो, व्हाट मैटर्स इज यू आर पुटिंग इन द वर्क.
What matters is there is a little bit of pain. There's a little bit of regret of staying at one place that you were yesterday, and you want ki tomorrow
या.
I don't want to be at the same place I was yesterday.
या.
Tomorrow shouldn't be what yesterday showed me. I should
या.
know something more.
Bro, अभी तो like at this point in a lot of our lives, uh, we have pretty much become focused on what we want. अभी ब्रो जो बहुत सारी चीज़ें मैं देखता हूँ ब्रो, ये सब मोह माया लगता है मेरे को.
Exactly,
ठीक है.
exactly. Because I have this favorite line from Fight Club. Have you seen Fight Club? You've seen, right, Fight Club. So I have this favorite line from Fight Club. He says, "We are a generation with no war, right? And the war is within us,
Yes.
and we
हम लोग
are
को बोला जाता है कि बड़े होके हम लोग we
ha
have a purpose, we are born to be rock stars and shit.
like that is there's an entire world that has been created to you because you don't have a war within you.
Yeah.
It's very easy to accept something when you don't know what to accept.
You become comfortable in what you're
Yeah.
given, right?
Like he says that we are doing jobs that we don't want to buy shit that we don't need, right? That's
Why?
my favorite line from that like
That
entire thing.
movie is bro crazy है वो movie.
Crazy movie, bhai. That's cult. That's cult. And the
उसका बॉलीवुड एडेप्टेशन देखे हो कि नहीं ब्रो?
I don't want to. I really don't want to.
ब्रो
There,
मैग्नम ओपस है वो मूवी. ठीक है कैसे इट्स द परफेक्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ यू नो हाउ टू bastardize एन ओजी मूवी. ठीक है
हाँ,
उसका दलिया बना दिया टोटल. ठीक है.
I even like adaptations. I am not a huge fan of adaptations, and like especially a movie as good as Fight Club. Like Fight Club, आप हर साल देखो, you'll get a new meaning out of it.
Yeah.
Every year, it's a new layer.
You have to like I believe in this thing ki when you're chasing something na bro, you have to sacrifice a lot. Like we as artists like sleep to sacrifice karna pad raha hai. Like I know I'm not sacrificing enough sleep. ठीक है I need to put in much harder work. The bottom line is हम लोग को आइडियली लगता है कि एक बंदा जो बहुत मेहनत कर रहा है ठीक है उसको वो चीज़ मिल जाएगा. ठीक है दिस इज़ द आइडियल थॉट प्रोसेस और द आइडियल सिनेरियो. बट द वर्ल्ड इज़ नॉट एन आइडियल प्लेस. द वर्ल्ड इज़ नॉट अ नाइस प्लेस.
The world is not fair.
The world is not at all fair. I believe ki we are all particles. We have certain energy, certain momentum of our own, right? We are nothing but particles carrying energy, right? Certain wavelength and frequency. And every person that we meet or every event that we go or uh, every occurrence that you know कुछ बुरा हुआ या अच्छा हुआ, all of it is a collision, right? And after the collision the paths that we take, right, that is the resultant momentum out of it, right? We are all particles. We are in a state of constant randomness, right? This is second law of thermodynamics, right?
Yeah.
The law of entropy,
Yeah.
right? We are all particles. We are moving in a state of randomness, and the entropy of the universe always increases, right? So you don't know what's going to happen, right? If someone who has a lot of skill, right, but doesn't have the resources to harness those skills, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि उसको उसके जगह पे वो जहाँ पे रह रहा है वहाँ पे ऐसा कोई मिल जाएगा कि यू नो उसको स्किल्स की पहचान है. समवन हु हैज़ अ लॉट ऑफ गुड कनेक्शंस. ऐसा नहीं होता ब्रो. किसी किसी को मिल जाता है बट सबको नहीं मिलता.
Looking for it is a very wrong path to look forward to. आप like आप देख रहे हो कि आपका luck कब favor कर जाए.
हाँ
That is a wrong expectation to
so
have.
वही ना. So you being a very talented artist, you know you're talented, right, and you deserve the platform,
हाँ.
but तुम्हारे पास नहीं है. So what are you gonna do? You
You
still
don't-
have to work.
Yeah.
और फिर ऐसा होगा कि you will see a lot of people who are not as good as you get to where you wanted to be at the current point of time. तो तुम उस वक्त क्या करोगे? खराब लग रहा है but still you have no other option but to put the work in.
Yeah.
And it boils down to a point where you're like man fuck this, मेरे को नहीं करना. ठीक है मैंने बहुत कर लिया. And you know what, even if you say fuck it and you're gonna give up, तुमको जो चाहिए that's not gonna come to you. The brutality of it is you have to keep pursuing. You know life's a bitch and you have to keep pursuing. It's gonna knock you down and it's not gonna be merciful on you.
Yeah.
Right? You have to just man up and handle your own shit. You have to pick your jacket up and dust it, you know, put it again.
Yeah.
And you're like let's do this again. Because I need this.
Yeah.
Right? Life's not gonna give it to you because you have more odds stacked against you, or because you know you don't have the right card. You're not dealt with the right cards. Who gives a shit, bro?
No one. Everyone's
What-
card is different.
What guarantees you a spot is how consistently you're at it.
Exactly. And what guarantees is ki did you do the thing you loved when you didn't want to do it?
Bro, a lot of people ask me ki even my family, they're not that firm believer of the fact that I might make into music someday. They think that whatever this I'm doing, this is not gonna give me any dividends. And you know what I think about that is you never know unless you try.
Yeah.
So you have to keep trying. So it's an unknown road
What if it
that I
does?
ventured into.
So every question which ends with what if it doesn't work out,
But
there's
what if it
always an
does?
underlying, yeah.
What if it does?
What if it does?
I'm in it for that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm in all this for that.
And that is the point of life, right? If
Hmm.
there is no underlying cause, what if it works out or what if it doesn't? If you don't have
Hmm.
this question in mind, then what are you living for? You're just
Yeah.
going through life, you're just floating, someone is controlling you, you're
Yeah.
being showed shit, you're being worked. So I feel that that's a much better, the life of struggle is a much better life to live rather than to just accept
Hmm.
and go.
वही तो I don't want to give up because if I give up, I'll be like
अभी तो शुरुआत है.
वही तो
You're
अभी
just
इस स्टेज पे
starting
गिव
out.
अप कर दूंगा आफ्टर putting in like 4 5 years of my life.
Yeah.
उसके बाद अभी if you give up, it's like, man, you were just fucking around with it. You were
Yeah.
never serious.
Yeah. You
So
were just doing it because everyone was doing it.
days it gets really ugly, bro. I mean, writer's block इतना होता है and बहुत ही it's not like I cannot get over writer's block. My mentality is मैं हर दिन अगर लिखने बैठूंगा I can write anything, bro. But मेरा ये obsession है कि मैंने कल जो लिखा आज जो लिख रहा हूँ it has to be way better than that
Yeah.
because I'm like trying to push myself when I listen
Ah.
to See the Moth or Krishna or Divine or Raftar or Rebel 7, Lit Trust, like बहुत से ऐसे artists हैं, Brother V, bro. I listen to them. I'm like, man, I've got a lot to work on. I've got a lot to work on.
Hmm.
I mean, एक तरह का demotivating लगता है कि I feel like I'm not anywhere close to them.
Hmm.
But again, it's like one of the things that I have to do. Every day when you wake up, you have something to look forward to.
Hmm.
So what I look forward to is the first thing that I do when I wake up is I make sure I listen to at least one good hip hop track. Hip hop is all that I listen to. I don't listen to any other genre of music, bro.
Okay.
I mean, it's bad. I know it's bad. You need to have variety. I mean,
No, it's okay. It's okay to be obsessive over your art. It's okay to be obsessive with the field you are in.
I mean, sometimes I feel like on a song where I can do a good wavy singy chorus kind of thing I could do, but I cannot because I'm more into just going ham beast mode on a mic all the time.
Hmm.
मेरा अंदर वो tendency है, but you cannot always do that. So I have for that reasons I have tracks like Tinka. So
Hmm.
there's a saying in Hindi कि डूबते को तिनके का सहारा काफी,
Hmm.
right? So the song it portrays my verse basically talks about imagine yourself being a guy drowning in a sea. You're feeling thirsty as fuck, but the water around you is salty, right? And your boat has holes in it. Your boat has drowned, right? Your boat has drowned, and you're swimming, and like how much can you swim through, right? All the hope that keeps you alive is that one day you're going to reach the shore. So imagine you're drowning in a sea, and a guy who is drowning, he needs something to hold on to,
Hmm.
right? So डूबते को तिनके का सहारा काफी, तिनका एक छोटा सा एक stick, right?
Yeah.
डूबते को एक तिनके का सहारा काफी. So the song is about that, and sometimes I am like totally in my element. I wanna murder someone on the beat,
Ah.
right? So most days I feel like that. Some days I don't get any ideas at all. If I don't listen to hip hop, I don't listen to any other kind of music. That's how I begin my day with. उसके बाद I play Clash Royale a bit. अभी recently लत लग गई है ठीक है.
Hmm.
So वो खेल लेता हूँ. उसके बाद The Office, and there's always earphones plugged into my ears. ऑफिस का काम भी चल रहा होता है, मैं इधर रैंडमली आई कंज्यूम अ लॉट ऑफ ऑनलाइन कंटेंट, मूवीज, टीवी शोज, मीम्स देखता रहता हूँ. एनीथिंग, जस्ट आई लाइक टू बी एंगेज्ड. आई लाइक टू इनकलकेट अ लॉट ऑफ व्हाट आई सी, मूवी और टेलीविजन रेफरेंस इनटू रैप एज वेल. जैसे एनिमे रेफरेंसेस हो गए या फिर मूवी रेफरेंसेस. दैट इज़ वेयर आई गेट अ लॉट ऑफ माई रेफरेंसेस. So वो भी अच्छा लगता है to spice it up.
Hmm.
In fact, I have me and my friends, right? We have a channel called as Pixelators,
Okay.
and there is a segment called as Bars Wali Baatcheet.
Ah.
So there's already 2 episodes on it. Soon we'll be working on the 3rd episode. So I'm hosting those episodes. So what I do is I break down the bars. like कितने different layers हैं. You
Hmm.
know, rappers use a lot of poetic devices like similes, metaphors, homophones,
Hmm.
alliterations, onomatopoeia and all these हम लोग जैसे यूज करते हैं, जैसे स्कर्ट स्कर्ट ये एक्सप्रेशन आपने सुना होगा, राइट? सो इट इज इमिटेटिंग द साउंड ऑफ ए कार जो जा रहा पूरा, जो व्हील्स जो स्क्रीच कर रहे हैं
Hmm.
उसका आवाज को इमिटेट करने के लिए, राइट? सो बहुत लोग जानते नहीं है लेकिन इसको ओनोमेटोपिया बोला जाता है,
Hmm.
राइट?
What's that? Give you an auditory experience, right?
यस, ओनोमेटोपिया. वैसे ही कृष्णा का उस वक्त मैं जो एग्जांपल दे रहा था, दैट इज होमोफोन्स, वर्ड्स दैट साउंड अलाइक,
हाँ.
उसको यूज करके एक पंच लाइन यूज करना. सो देयर इज लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स टू वर्क अराउंड,
Hmm.
right? So these things I'm covering in that particular segment, right? उसमें भी अभी तक so far I have seen कि niche hip hop जो लोग सुनते हैं
Hmm.
उन लोग का अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स आया है. So next we are covering एक ओडिया ट्रैक हम लोग कवर कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? लोकल ओडिया आर्टिस्ट
Okay.
तन्मय, राइट?
Okay.
हैव यू heard of his music,
I
तन्मय?
must have heard about the music. ऐसे मैं, मेरा दिक्कत वही है कि मैं
हाँ,
आर्टिस्ट और म्यूजिक के साथ रिलेट नहीं कर पाता हूँ. मतलब मैं म्यूजिक सुनता हूँ एंड आई एम लाइक, देयर आर सॉन्ग्स व्हिच आई हैव प्लेड ऑन रिप्ले like 1,000 of times, but you'll ask me the who the artist is, I won't be able to say.
ब्रो अभी मैं इसलिए बोला था ना कि अर्लियर व्हेन वी टॉक्ड ऑफ कि रिलेटेबिलिटी एंड ऑल, फिर मैंने बोला कि यहाँ पे क्राउड ऐसा नहीं है. ओके, हैव यू हर्ड ऑफ ब्लोभित?
No.
हैव यू हर्ड ऑफ एक्सकेप को तो आपने सुना होगा,
हाँ.
ठीक है? ब्लोभित है, एक्सकेप है, देन देयर इज तन्मय अभी जो बोला मैंने,
हाँ.
ठीक है? हैव यू हर्ड ऑफ उस्ताद?
Ustad, I think Ustad I have heard the name.
There's also this guy. He's from my group. His name is Karn. He's damn good.
हाँ, Karn, I think I have like seen his name आपके ही tracks पे, I think.
Yeah. I have made a track with him,
हाँ.
Buzzard. So I have this other channel called as OD Records, right?
Okay.
OD stands for Odisha and OD stands for
हाँ.
overdose. So bar
अच्छा.
bar overdose, ठीक है?
हाँ.
You know, हिप हॉप में किसी पंच लाइन को हम लोग बार्स बोलते हैं,
Hmm.
बट बार्स ऑल्सो, बार्स में दारू सर्व करते हैं, राइट? So that kind of overdose वाला shit.
Yeah.
So वो और मैं we have plans to drop consistent music. So अभी सीन में बहुत सारे आर्टिस्ट हैं ब्रो. ब्लोबित also got,
Consistency will always beat anything that exists across the industry.
hands down.
Hands down.
Consistent रहना पड़ेगा ब्रो.
हाँ. The only reason that I have not started posting my videos is that I discuss a lot with my, you know Amrit, right?
Hmm.
So I discuss a lot of.
Bro, he makes dope ass music, bro.
He makes dope ass music. The first thing I tell when I'm introducing him, the first thing I tell about him is कि we were sitting in a room and he plays keyboard.
Okay.
He used to play keyboard. अभी
हाँ.
तो बहुत कुछ he can play, but
हाँ.
he used to play keyboard and suddenly someone with a guitar comes and he takes some time and he figures out how to play this, and I'm sitting here, I have been trying to learn guitar since I was in class 2 and I still haven't figured it out. मेरे से नहीं होता भाई. तो मैं क्या करूँ? I have tried learning guitar like 6-7 times now and I plan कि भाई कभी तो मैं सीख जाऊँ.
Same here, bro. The pain on your fingertips. I guess.
पेन और मेरे को बहुत
वही बोला ना ब्रो, मैंने जब गिटार खरीदा मैं उस वक्त ऑफिस का काम करता था. आई यूज्ड टू लिसन टू म्यूजिक, आई यूज्ड टू राइट रैप्स एज वेल. गिटार तो जोश जोश में ले लिया, फिर उसके बाद एक दो गाने बजाने सीख गए, उसके बाद इट्स बीन देयर. आई विश आई कुड चेंज द स्टेट ऑफ थिंग्स.
या मैंने ऐसे ही मैं 7-8 गाना सीख लिया था, देन आई थॉट कि भाई मतलब इससे आगे क्या, एंड देन छूट जाता है, फिर अगेन यू टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द बेसिक. तो ऐसा ही है. देन ही स्टार्ट्स प्लेइंग and he starts playing it well. I'm like, wow, he certainly has a thing that we don't.
Bro, dope music banata hai bro. Amrit.
And we discuss a lot of things regarding like how to progress or what is that something that we aren't doing and others are.
Yeah.
वो सब discuss करना भी बहुत ज़रूरी है. कि if you are missing, that's the point of growing, right? If you are missing on something that we are supposed to practice but we aren't practicing, that we are supposed to correct and we aren't correcting. And one of the things is that the basics of posting regularly or letting your content to the world regularly is by sitting on loads of recorded content.
हाँ. Bro, artists like Tupac आफ्टर ही डाइड उसके बाद उसका पोस्टह्यूमस म्यूजिक आता रहा ब्रो.
Exactly. So I want to start posting only when I have around 3 months of content sitting, so that I don't want to be inconsistent. I don't
But
want
just
to.
make sure your bro hard drive doesn't go corrupt or anything like that.
अरे
ठीक है
I built this myself.
ब्रो, दिस इज अ रियल प्रॉब्लम आई हैव सीन
Okay.
कि ऐसा कंटेंट बनाते हैं उसके बाद हार्ड ड्राइव करप्ट हो जाता है या फिर सिस्टम ओएस क्रैश कर जाता है. ऐसे होता है ब्रो, यू नेवर नो. सो कंटेंट बना के रखो और उसके बाद डालते चलो. ठीक है. आई विश आई कुड ड्रॉप ऑन अ मोर कंसिस्टेंट बेसिस, लेकिन अभी ऐसा ये हो रहा है ना ब्रो, आई जस्ट डोंट वांट टू ड्रॉप एवरेज कंटेंट. मेरा वो जो आई हैव दिस थिंग इन माय हेड, लाइक अभी जो गाना डालूंगा इट हैज टू बी बेटर देन द प्रीवियस वन.
Can I give you an advice?
Yeah.
I don't take this the wrong way, but everyone has this problem with their content. As an artist, everyone has it कि ये नहीं डालूंगा. But I feel you as an artist being relatable to the audience is based on the fact that they must see your entire journey of growth. आप ऐसे बेस्ट, आप इमेजिन करो अभी बेस्ट ट्रैक लेके आप आओगे मार्केट में, that feeling, and you are growing with an audience up to that level, obviously you will cross that level. क्योंकि आप जब आते हो ना तो आपसे एक्सपेक्ट किया जाता है कि आप नेक्स्ट इधर दो, पर आप जब ग्रो करते हो ना तो आपके साथ ऑडियंस का टेस्ट भी ग्रो कर रहा है, and then you take everyone, and then you find your niche audience.
Yes.
So I really suggest that even if you feel that something is not up to my mark, still post it. हम लोग को खुशी तब आती है क्योंकि हम लोग को पता है कि दुख कैसा लगता है. तो आपको अगर याद भी नहीं कि दुख कैसा लगता है तो व्हाट इज द पॉइंट ऑफ गेटिंग हैप्पी. सो आई रियली फील कि आपको ऐसा नहीं कि भाई बहुत ही खराब कंटेंट है तो वो भी डाल रहे हैं कुछ रैंडम, बट आई फील ऐसा बहुत बार होता है कि हम लोग वी आर डाइसी अबाउट समथिंग कि मे बी दिस मे बी दैट, बट show it to the world, let them be the judge.
Again bro, I mean that is not the sole reason, और एक main reason ये है कि I feel like I will grow as an artist if scene grow करेगा. अगर scene grow नहीं करेगा
हाँ
तो like मेरा जो है bro, I'm an independent artist
हाँ
and I'm basically making underground music and my vision मैंने जो देखा है कि I never want to dumb down on my lyrical content. ठीक है. लिरिकल कंटेंट में मैं बिल्कुल मतलब बिल्कुल भी उसको डाइल्यूट नहीं करना चाहता. माई थिंग इज व्हेन समवन लिसन्स टू मी, राइट, आई एम गोइंग हैम ऑन अ ट्रैक विद द लिरिक्स, वेदर इट्स अ सैड सॉन्ग और वेदर इट्स यू नो रैपिडी रैप ट्रैक और एनीथिंग. आई जस्ट वांट टू गो हैम ऑन द ट्रैक, वैसा वाला चीज़ है. बट एट द सेम टाइम आई फील लाइक people will not appreciate this until they are shown what hip hop is, different aspects of hip hop. I mean ये जो battle cypher event जो हो रहा है अभी, ठीक है, I spent जो last 3 editions जो हैं उसमें easily 5-6 months, last 5-6 months I was completely invested in it. Plus we had the bars वाली बातचीत video going, right? So we need to shoot for that. हम लोग events करा रहे हैं, वहाँ पे rap battles हो रहे हैं, ठीक है. डांस बैटल्स इस बार हुए थे 3rd एडिशन में, राइट. हम लोग बाहर से जजेस भी हमने बुलवाए थे. सो ये जो हो रहा है, पीपल नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि एक रैप बैटल जब हो रहा है ना ब्रो, सो वन रैपर वर्सेस द अदर, नो बीट्स, ठीक है. एक रैपर अपना लिरिकल डिस्प्ले कर रहा है, वो आइदर ही कैन डिस यू, यू नो, रियली मेक फन ऑफ यू, रियली से समथिंग इंसल्टिंग अबाउट यू टू गेट अ रिएक्शन फ्रॉम द क्राउड, or he can show how he is better than you lyrically. That way you also get overshadowed, right? And so वो जो lyric game जो है लोग जो दिखा रहे हैं, I saw कि from 2nd and 3rd edition people were actually into it bro. 3rd edition में जितने लोग आए थे, 2nd edition में like हम लोग पर्सनली घूम घूम के फ्लायर्स दे रहे थे लोगों को. लोग जितने लोग भी आए ना ब्रो, they were thoroughly enjoying, क्योंकि मैंने देखा बीट्स बज रहे हैं, लोग रैपर्स अपने गाने परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, उसमें उतना रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आ रहा. क्योंकि व्हेन अ लेमैन, ठीक है, एक बंदा जो पहली बार हिप हॉप सुन रहा है, ठीक है, उसका दिमाग या तो लिरिक्स सुनेगा या तो बीट सुनेगा. दोनों चीज़ों को एक टाइम पे प्रोसेस करना थोड़ा मुश्किल है, बिकॉज थोड़ा फास्टर पेस पे बीट्स चलता है हिप हॉप का, स्लो टेम्पो बीट्स भी है, बट वो रिदम है, ठीक है. सो मोस्टली आई फील कि लोग जब पहली बार कोई भी गाना सुनते हैं उसका वो लोग कैची पार्ट्स को ही याद रखते हैं. द कैची पार्ट कैन बी अ गुड वेरिएशन इन द मेलोडी, और एक बढ़िया कोरस का कोई एक तो पार्ट. ठीक है. आई गट लॉयल्टी इनसाइड माय डीएनए. ठीक है. सो ये एक जो लॉयल्टी गाने का ये जो एक पार्ट है, ये वाला एक कैची सा पार्ट याद है. या फिर कोई तगड़े 808s होंगे या फिर बीट्स बढ़िया होंगे, लोग वो सब याद रखते हैं. लेकिन जब बैटल होता है ब्रो, बीट्स नहीं है. ठीक है. मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ वो क्रिस्टल क्लियर, क्राउड सुन रहा है, और किसी को अगर क्राउड को अगर मस्त लगा मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ, ठीक है, दे आर गोइंग नट्स फॉर इट. सो आई बिलीव दिस इज द फाउंडेशन ऑफ हिप हॉप ब्रो. लाइक वेस्ट में जब शुरू हुआ हिप हॉप, जब शुरू हुआ ना ब्रो, सो पीपल MCs used to battle themselves out to show who's the better MC. That is how hip hop started. Once people get in, I feel like once people understand that part here in Bhubaneswar especially, ठीक है, so Bhubaneswar can become like once वो hip hop का palette आ गया ना bro, वो taste bud अगर लोगों का develop हो गया, so there's no stopping it bro. There's lots of crazy MCs here bro. Like we have जैसे मैंने बोला ब्लोबिथ है, कर्ण है, एक्सकेप है, ये उस्ताद है, then there is Tanmay, lot, and I'm missing out on a lot of names bro, right? Currently ऐसे on the spot मेरे को याद नहीं आएंगे. there's lot of dope artists in Bhubaneswar itself, but किसी को अगर पूछो भुवनेश्वर में कितने रैपर्स को जानते हो, बोलते हैं भुवनेश्वर में से उतना कोई तो रैपर्स नहीं है, उतना कोई जानता नहीं होगा. ठीक है. ओडिशा में अगर पूछो, हाँ, पीपल से बिग डील बिकॉज ही इज रिप्रेजेंटेड ओडिशा ऑन द नेशनल टीवी एज वेल, राइट? ही हैज़ अ गुड लाइक फैन फॉलोइंग. ठीक है. बट आफ्टर बिग डील अगर पूछोगे तो there's again पॉपुलेशन में अलग अलग पार्ट्स है जहाँ पे लोग सुनते हैं, जहाँ पे सुनते नहीं हैं. सो हिप हॉप को एक हाउस होल्ड नेम बनाना चाहता हूँ ब्रो मैं यहाँ पे. सो लाइक हर एक कोने में हिप हॉप बजे, सो वैसा वाला वो सीन अगर हो जाएगा ना ब्रो, हर किसी के लिए इट्स अ लेवल प्लेइंग फील्ड.
Obviously, like I'm also a firm believer in the fact that to walk really far you need to pull everyone up.
Yes.
फिर तो आप ऐसे मतलब एक ही जगह पे रह रहे हो, इतना ऊपर तो नहीं जाओगे if no everyone is not growing around you.
Exactly. सबको लेके बढ़ना है.
सबको लेके बढ़ना है. And like I completely agree with what you're saying. Like मैं feel करता हूँ ये कि अगर like मैं अपना इसमें बताता हूँ, मैंने जितना रिसर्च किया है पॉडकास्ट पे, the fact that मैंने रिसर्च किया है कि ओडिशा में शायद है ही नहीं और पॉडकास्ट. आई फील देयर आर 2-3 ऐसा है मेरे ख्याल से. बट आई इफ a chance comes then I would really like to speak about them if I can. I really want to tell people to listen to them. ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई मेरा खा रहे हो ऑडियंस, ऐसा नहीं है. it's not a game of status, it's a game of wealth.
Yeah.
Everyone can be rich.
Yes.
वैसा ही है.
जब सबके लिए है तो कंपटीशन.
हाँ. So I feel that's to pull everyone up is the way to go. So it has been a great conversation.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing this.
Bro, it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure having you.
Big, 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 big.